aren't a lot of people out there telling you to feel sad. Sad is something we think of as a bad thing, and sad is actually a really useful emotion. I want to talk about its value in business communication, in presentation, speaking, sales. It's not something you use a lot of, but it's more valuable than you think. So people don't necessarily want to feel sad. And men in particular have uh, sad phobia. We're afraid that if we feel sad, we might look weak. And sadness is a really important thing in two ways. Its number one value, constructive value in business, is to empathize. I want to be able to feel the sadness, even if it's a small amount of sadness that goes with my clients, my prospects, my cohorts, the people who lead me, the people I lead. And by feeling someone else's sadness, as opposed to just intellectually recognizing someone's sadness, you have a chance of expressing empathy. Now, you do have to mean it. So it's not an acting job by way of acting out feeling sad. It's a feeling job, which is feeling sad, even if it's to a small degree. And that's actually what actors do. Good actors don't enact an emotion, they feel it. So if something bad happened to you, or just say a client had a really tough year, and I just wanted to emotionlessly recognize that, I could say, the pandemic was a really difficult year for your company. We want you to know that we know you had to say goodbye to a number of good people as you shut down a couple of your branches. And we care a lot about that. Now, on its own, that was good information. It was an empathetic message. What if I feel a little bit? Look, I know the pandemic was a difficult year for you. You had to shut down a couple of good offices and say goodbye to some people who are really good in your firm. We want you to know we feel that, we care about it, and we want to make sure our work together takes you to a better place. All right, so I allowed myself to feel some sadness in that hypothetical situation. Things happen that are difficult for everyone in your company. If you can't feel that sadness, you're not really communicating empathy, you're recognizing. And that's good, but empathizing requires feeling it. So as a presenter, all communication, even sales, we're talking about getting from a difficult place to a better place, a not as good place to a better place, a beginning to an end. Beginnings don't feel so good. There's lots of opportunity to feel for our clients as they face hardship and risk, and we're going to take them to a good place. So that's empathy. The other value, I don't use this as much, definitely as a speaker though I do. I will share my own vulnerabilities with people, and I will feel sad when I talk about that sad things that happened in my life. I might choose to share a sad thing and feel sad while I talk about it. And when I do that, I create a sense of depth in a relationship. So an audience doesn't know me, or maybe they might, but they don't know me that well. And then when I speak to them, when I share a painful experience and I feel it, they feel it too. Now suddenly they're empathizing with me, and I've deepened the relationship. So the two values in the business world for sad energy is to empathize with the difficulties your clients, prospects, and team members have. And secondly, at certain times, to share about yourself and show your human vulnerability and feel sad when you tell a sad story. And sadness tends to deepen relationships. And those two things make sad not so bad.